great all day.
Come on, Mr. DJ.
Funny.
You say hello, Oscar. You can eat your dinner.
He's eating his biscuits.
He's eating his biscuits.
Just like to say thank you for all your support throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
been
Funny old year.
a funny whole year. We started in lockdown, then we lost Lady, and are you coming up? Gonna say hello to everyone? Come on then. Come on. Good boy. There we are. They're looking that way. They're all looking that way.
We've got
Yeah.
heavy torrential rain here at the moment, and it's been like this since about 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
We've managed to get Oscar out for a quick wee,
This morning.
but he refuses to go out in the rain, and I think he's starting to need to go now, but it's still pouring the rain.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what have we done this last couple of weeks? Because we haven't done any real filming, have we?
No, the weather's not been fantastic, all that's a lot better than where you are if you're in the UK, from what we understand. But mainly the last couple of weeks we've just been shopping. Our nearest supermarket's a good 25 minutes walk away.
Yeah.
And obviously, because we're walking, we're limited in what we can carry. So we have to go backwards and forwards with the trolley. So we've done that 3 days this week.
Yeah.
And it's not just a quick visit to the shop. It does take nearly a whole day by the time you've walked there, got your stuff, walked back, unpacked it. It's dark.
We did a bit though, didn't we? We had a look at the bow thruster. Remember we had quite a big storm 3 weeks ago, and we think that the mooring blocks that the chains and the lazy lines are on actually moved, and the boat moved sideways and backwards. Now our fenders protected us at the back, but to keep the boat off of the pontoon we had to start the engine. And then to try and get the boat over and reattach to the lazy lines, I used the bow thruster. And it looks like, with all the debris that was in the water, we've sucked a piece of log into the into the bow thruster. So I went down with a GoPro on a stick, and there's only one of 5 blades left on it.
And we only put it on in September.
September.
We've only used it once.
So, I mean, we had all season without a bow thruster because it got broken. We don't need it that much. So, I guess we're going to be putting it on in the spring sometime. But we were absolutely amazed at the amount of growth that there is on the bottom of the boat. I'll put some at the end of this video so that you can have a look. But we've been here since
end of September, mid-September.
Mid-September, and the growth in this marina is absolutely amazing. Not soft growth, but big barnacles as well. I managed to get them scrape some of them from the side. What else? Oh, hooker.
Oh, hooker. Yes, we have a hooker.
We have a hooker.
That came out wrong.
We have a hooker, a surface air breathing system. So the hooker is one of the trade names of a system that has a compressor on the boat, and you then take a line down. Now, because you're only going to be diving at 2 or 3 metres at the most to the bottom of the boat, there's no issues around decompression and nitrogen narcosis and all the other things that you who are divers will know about. And you don't need to breathe huge amounts of air. Basically, you need around 26 to 30 cubic litres a minute for a man and 21 to 25 for a girl, I think. I remember my old instructor days. So what we've done is we've bought an oilless compressor, relatively cheap. We've got to get some breathing line, and we've got a spare demand valve regulator, which we're going to hook up. And that means that we can dive the boat and clean the bottom as and when we want to, without having to get our dive cylinders filled again, because we don't have a compressor on the boat which will do that. But it also means that we'll be able to hold the main cylinder, which is actually off being tested at the moment, for deeper dives or emergencies. The hooker system is going to work either from our generator or from our inverter, so we'll be able to either use some power to run it through our inverter and our battery bank, or we'll turn the generator on.
But we'll show you more about that when we set up and the weather breaks a bit.
Yeah, we'll do a whole video on it, but at the moment we've just been ordering the components. What else have we done this week?
We had a wine delivery yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's a lovely little wine shop up the road.
Yeah, so...
And they deliver for you.
And here's the best part. They deliver the wine, and it's £1...
€1.80.
€1.80
a litre.
A litre for decent red wine grown locally.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. So how about that? What's that?
So we're set for Christmas.
We're set for Christmas. We've got our Christmas lights on the outside of the boat.
And our little tree.
Our little tree that we got in Miramar. And that sits over on our chart table. We've got a few little lights inside, but
you can't see them.
Can't really see them. The main ones are on the outside, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what else did we want to talk about? Can't remember. Growth on the boat? No, that was it, I think, really.
Yeah. So we've got a few days left. We've got a few little jobs we want to get done once the rain starts. Stops rather. We spent yesterday afternoon jet washing the boat down, trying to get all the red dust off. That's the downside of the rain in this area.
Yeah.
It just leaves a residue of red dust which gets everywhere.
It's powder dust from the Sahara. When the wind blows from the south, the dust, they call it fesh over there, very powdery fine sand, and it blows across the Mediterranean, and when it rains it takes it out the atmosphere and dumps it on your boat. So that's one of 10 things you probably didn't know about sailing in the Med, is the constant red dust.
Don't worry, David, we did yours as well.
Yeah, we jet washed David's boat off while we got the jet wash out. It just
protects the gel coat really,
yeah.
And stops staining on the boat. So.
Oh, we've had staining. We had some red dots, didn't we, up here? We think that when we were in Syracuse, that the volcano was erupting and blowing dust and ash over the bay, and that dust and ash contains very fine particles of iron. And so our decks have got little red dots
I've got measles
all over them. So we've had to order some oxalic acid crystals to make up a wash, and of course then we've got to have PPE to protect our hands, and that. So that's another job we've got to do when it stops raining. You've got an itch, mate. Otherwise, that's about it really. We're kind of looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah.
You looking forward to Christmas? Not looking forward to going outside.
Yeah.
To put his coat on.
I mean, the marina apparently goes into lockdown, or Sicily even goes into lockdown on the 24th. And there are very few people left in the marina at the moment. Most of them have made a quick exit to go home. I think there's only about 10 couples here at the moment, but we're not allowed to meet together. So we won't be having a celebration.
There won't be a pontoon party or anything like that.
We'll probably just sort of pop to one another's boats for a quick Christmas drink and
social distancing.
But we've all been together since September. So none of us have come down with anything. So I think we're relatively safe.
And I mean, we went to the market the other day, which is up in the main town up here, and while people were socially distancing and wearing their masks and what have you, everybody was out and about. And
it's quite busy.
Although there are people who are providing positive tests, there hasn't been any deaths locally. And in fact, one of the boat owners behind us had symptoms, got tested, proved positive. 3 days later, he was back on his feet and wandering around. But unfortunately, they lost one of his tests, and he ended up 27 days.
27 days on a 23-foot powerboat.
So
with a massive great dog.
Yeah. So if you know.
Friends and that had to walk for him.
So he had people delivering food and people walking his dog for him. But he's fine now.
Yeah.
Back in business, as they say. Right.
Okay. Well, it just leaves us to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. And we hope that wherever you are and whatever the situation is, that, you enjoy Christmas. Christmas is about peace and goodwill to all men and women. And we want you to enjoy that. So, Patreons, thank you very much for your support. And
would say sail safe, but for us it's
there's no sailing. Bye. Have a Happy New Year. That's it, love. I'm not going to wave. I'm going to little wave.